You don't miss when you're on seed retention. Also, distractions. I'm way less distracted. I'm way more focused. It's hard to distract me. All right? Like, I'm getting these buzzes on my phone. And 2 weeks ago, I'd been like, fuck. And I had to, like, pause the video, do some shit, mute it, whatever. Nah. I'm just smooth. Like, it just doesn't bother me. My stream of consciousness is flowing, and it's going to continue to flow. You don't miss when you're on seed retention. That's the big thing. Again, if you're trying to do it, use this phrase: I will retain my seed and become the greatest man to ever live. I use that. I say that to myself hundreds of times a day, out loud, hundreds of times a day. When I'm feeling like I want to crack my girl, you know, we're cuddling or whatever, and I'm like, oh, I want to, you know, it's not gonna be that bad. I can just do it real quick. I will retain my seed and become the greatest man to ever live. I will retain my seed and become the greatest man to ever live. I say that to myself when I wake up. I say it before going to sleep. I say it walking around randomly when nobody's around. I'll say it in my car. I'll think it when I'm shooting the basketball. And bro, like when you're about that shit, oh my God. That shit is real, bro. You feel it. You start to get chills and goosebumps and stuff just from that phrase. I will retain my seed and become the strongest man to ever live. The greatest man to ever live. Whatever the fuck, right? I say it correctly when I'm saying it, but I will retain my seed and become the greatest man to ever live. That's the bottom line. And I mean that. Like, somebody will try me and do some petty shit, and I'll be like, okay, it's not worth reacting to. I'll just remind myself, I will retain my seed and become the greatest man to ever live. I will.